Well, guys, I got this for you today. You may remember this clock from before. It's a Brocot escapement clock made by the American company Welch Manufacturing Company, which I believe was the predecessor to Sessions, if I'm not mistaken. These clocks were American made, and like this one, they were French made, which this one is French made, and I will do a video about this one day. Back to this though. So, very nice piece, and I did overhaul this, and it actually chimes correctly now. And there's our pallet stones right there. You may notice some imperfections, such as this one is shorter than the other. This one where my finger is on the right side. It appears that the stone had part of it had broken off at one point, but since it interacts with the escape wheel just fine, I left it be. And you may also notice that it is a little bent, which is not a problem since it interacts with the escape wheel okay and doesn't stop the clock. Now, when I'd used this as a project, a Brocot escapement project, when I was in horological school, and I learned how to set the pallet stones if they're broken. And the way you do that is you just take some denatured alcohol, you let it sit in an alcohol cup, this pallet right here, for like 20 minutes, which takes out the shellac that holds the stones in place. And then you put in new shellac and just sway it over an alcohol cup for a little bit until the new shellac melts them into place. And as you can see, I did an imperfect job here, but it works now, so we're fine. And now it actually strikes correctly. Minor problem though, sometimes the hands get caught, and it does strike about a minute late, but since it's so insignificant and it is my own, not doing something I'm doing for someone else, it doesn't really bother me. And this clock is pretty sensitive, so I usually move the hands very slow or else it doesn't catch. And it sounds a little different than it did before, but I don't really care, to be honest. Sorry about that. Sometimes it doesn't trip, which is why I have to move the hands as slow as I do. And also what is interesting about this clock is it has an auto beat escapement, which is not something that you usually see in old clocks like this, or not something that I thought was in old clocks like this. So usually they're in like modern German clocks like Hermeli or Keininger, but yeah, very interesting piece. And so this clock is a working clock now. And thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.